All right, y'all like to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about your car?
Okay, I'm Cyrus Johnson Jr. This is my father, Cyrus Johnson Sr. He's 84 years old. This is a 1950 Chrysler Windsor.
Wow.
Bought it in Talladega, Alabama for my father's 50th birthday. 34 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that's pretty much the history to it. We bought it as is. Brought it back to Charleston for his surprise birthday, and he restored it over the years. He had the engine rebuilt, paint job, I think it's the second paint job. He had the interior done, and we just had the chromes redone maybe about 5 years ago. So it's still a work in progress.
Okay. How long did it take you to get it to this point right here?
But right now it's at 34 years, still not finished. So still working on it.
Wow. And what got you into cars in general?
He loved old cars, and it was an opportunity for me to surprise him with a old classic car from Talladega, Alabama. I think I was a sophomore in college at the particular time. So I saved up all of my little Army Reserve check and bought this thing for $1,500.
50? Oh, wow.
Towed it down here for $600 on top of that, and that's the total cost of the purchase.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you say you're not friends with more you like to do to it. What else you would like to do to it?
I'd like to put a sound system in it pretty soon, and get the rest of the chrome finished.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll ask both of you, what's your top 3 or top 5 dream cars or dream trucks?
My top dream cars, I would say, I think a Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Okay.
Okay.
Coming into the classic car.
Right, you like to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about your car?
Ron Smith. This is my 1979 Trans Am.
How long have you had it?
I had it about 10 years. I found it. I had to go out there in Pickens, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
About 4 hours away to get it out there in the mountain.
Wow.
And I got it and brought it back home and restored it from the top to bottom.
How long did it take you to restore it? To the point right here, how long did it take you?
About 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
About 2 years.
Okay.
I had everything in order before I got it, so I put it together, took it where I need to take it at, and they had it done.
Man, beautiful car.
It's still in progress. I'm still working on it a little bit.
Got you.
Have some little things I still want to do to it.
Okay.
And but it's 75-80% completed.
Okay. What else you want to do to it? Or what else you plan to do to it?
I mean, we gonna be. I'll just change some gears and put some gears in the rain and stuff like that. The car is complete. I just do a little attitude to it for myself.
Got you.
For myself, for my toy. I like to play.
Got you.
And when I play, I like to play hard.
I don't blame you. Beautiful car.
Yes, thank you. I like to play hard. So if I'm gonna have something like this, with the power I got in it, we got to play hard with it.
I hear that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what got you into cars?
When I was growing up, I was like old cars. That's what we had back in the days and stuff like that. And I had one when I got out of high school. I bought one, and my dad wrecked it. So when I retired, I said I'm gonna find me an old school. I'm gonna find me another Trans Am, and I'm gonna redo it the way I want to do it.
Got you.
So I bought mine when I got out of high school. But this one I can say I put together myself.
Yourself.
With everything I got in it, it was my creation.
Okay.
So I take pride and joy in that. Just a hobby of mine.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you.
So.
Got you. Okay. Now, let's say if you could name your top 3 or top 5 dream cars, dream trucks, what would it be?
Well, the Trans Am is up number 1. Are you talking about old school or just any cars?
Any cars, yo. Top 3 or top 5, any cars.
What about Trans Am?
Your choice.
I got a Mercedes. You know, pretty much, you know, that's it. You know,
That's it. Okay.
yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, just what I got.
Yeah,
I enjoy them.
nothing wrong
You
with
know what I'm
that.
saying? I mean, the mother fancy car, the Corvette and stuff, I can't fit in it. I think it's lower than my car, so I mean,
They do
they're
sit on
nice.
the-
They're
they do
nice.
sit on the ground, yeah.
But you know, I feel, you know, I love what I love.
Got you. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, sir.
Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you let to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about your car.
Yeah, I'm known as Charlie. In the club, I'm known as the gatekeeper, the vice president of Man of Vision Passive Car Club. We started back in 2021 with a dream that the president, Donnell, had. And we were sitting in my garage one day and he said, man, why don't we do a community appreciation parade at the boat, at the Cherry Point boat landing. It started off of just talking, and then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, it was happening.
Wow.
And we started out, the first one, we had about 500 people. The second, we had about 1,500 people. Third one grew even bigger than that, and the one last year was basically standing room only, over 3,000 people just about throughout the day.
Wow.
You know, and it's just something that we want to keep going on the islands, not just on one particular island, but all the surrounding areas. We
Okay.
have people coming from as far away as Georgia, Orendaw, Columbia, Somerville, all over. They come down to participate in this parade with us. And we try to go to Hugie when they have their annual parade car club meet. We try to be there with them and kind of intertwine with different car clubs to support them and what they do and the love for cars. Everybody just loves the cars, you know, so we just kind of get with them in fellowship, break bread with them and do our thing, and we head on back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can tell a little bit about your Monte Carlo area?
Yeah, this is a 1988 Monte Carlo SS, last year model made. I bought it from a car guy, and well, my brother-in-law bought it from a car guy, and he stored it in my garage for about 2 months. And I asked him, I said, hey, what are you going to do with the Monte Carlo? He said, well, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. I said, well, I told him in the video when he was buying the car, if he didn't want it, I wanted it. And he said, well, you know what I paid for it? I said, yeah. I said, be here Monday with the keys and the title.
Oh, okay.
So I purchased it from him, and since then I took the old original motor out of it, a 305, and then I ordered a 383 stroker. Actually, at the advice of someone you already interviewed, Brent.
Okay.
Brent was the one that convinced me to put this motor in instead of a 350. I was going to buy a Blueprint 350 and just put it in it. We put the 383 in it, and I was like, I've always been a fan of the 383 motors. They whine hard and they pull strong. And I put it in, and when the guy finished it, took me for a ride, and I was like, oh, okay, you know you ain't gonna drive this car like this. Way more power than I expected. As you can see, the interior is all original. When I bought this car, it had 78,000 original miles, and I think it may have 1,000 more.
Oh, wow.
May have 79,000 on it now.
It's clean.
But it's full tune suspension, 22-inch Ashante wheels on it. I'm about to take those off because I want the Pro Touring look. I want to lower it.
You want lower? Okay.
I want it to be lowered. I don't too care for the dump look. As people would call this. I don't too care for that. I like it subtle, you know, not over exaggerated.
Got you. So you probably think we're going like 20s?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 17, 18s or 20s.
Okay.
Just to give it that low stance, cornering ability.
Okay. How long have you had it?
4 years.
4 years? Okay.
Yeah, 4 years.
You got any more plans for it?
Other than lowering it, no. I think she's pretty much where she needs to be in my opinion.
Got you.
You know, I was thinking about putting an EFI on it, carburetor system.
Okay.
Electronic fuel injection on it, and Blueprint sells one for it, but I don't know if they'll warranty the motor with that. If I go upgrade to that.
See what you're saying? Okay. And what got you into cars in general? What made you fall in love with cars?
Growing up from a little boy, my dad, my uncles, everybody around me had some kind of old school muscle car. If it wasn't a Grand Prix or Roadrunner or GTX, Chevelle, Camaros, I just grew up around cars all my life, and all of a sudden, I developed a love for motorcycles.
Oh.
And around here, anybody will tell you, if you can find somebody that says, I used to street race motorcycles back in the day before I joined the military. And there was nobody around here that can ever say they beat me.
Wow, okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
And I'll say it. I don't mind saying it. That's one of my accomplishments. And I've always been into cars and motorsports, racing, and if it had a motor and it go fast, it was.
You was into it? Okay.
I was into it. You know.
You did a good job with it.
Oh yeah,
It sounds good too.
Pretty well put together. It's not, you know, if you look under the hood, you don't see wires hanging here. It looks factory. You know, as a matter of fact, I'll open the hood. I'll let you take a look at it.
Okay.
I'll open the hood, get you some photos of it. But it's pretty much factory. I did little things with, like in all my cars. I just do subtle things.
Subtle, not over the top.
That way, somebody look at it and say something different about it. You know, that's the way I like my cars.
Gotcha. And if you could name your top 3 or top 5 dream cars or dream trucks, what would it be?
Dream truck?
Dream cars are...
Okay. My top 3. 69 Camaro.
Okay.
A 71, you're going to laugh. 71, a 70 or 71 Ford Mach 1.
Okay. Now I'm okay.
Mustang Mach 1. Yeah. Thirdly, I would venture to say a 66 Impala SS.
Okay.
A 66.
Okay.
I don't know if you follow, oh God, I can't remember the gentleman's name on YouTube, but he has a black one. He called it Drac.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Dracula? I know, yeah. Okay.
That car.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as my favorite truck, has to be the 70 to 86 Chevy C10s.
Square bodies?
Square bodies.
Okay.
Square bodies. I have a long bed C10 square body right now, and I was going to have it shortened, change the bed, have it shortened, but I said no, it'll be an odd bed. You don't see a long bed.
That is true.
You know, people are going after the short beds, and I said, no, I'm gonna make this a little bit different. So once I'm done with that one, I'll make sure you get a call and come check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
But you know, being in this club, you get to connect with a lot of people. We share ideas. You know, as a matter of fact, there's only one person that works on all my cars. One person. And that was they were recommended to me by Brent.
Okay.
And that's who did the upgrades on this car. That's who actually has the Impala SS right now. I have a 96 Impala SS. They're putting some upgrades on it for me. I'll pick it up on Monday. I was hoping to have it out here today, but they called last night and said, the battery's gone. We gotta get a new battery. And we can't finalize it until we put a new battery in it.
Gotcha.
Quality control stuff. That's fine. But yeah, they do some outstanding work.
Okay.
They're, the name of the shop is Chief Automotive. They're out of Ravenel, South Carolina.
Okay.
A great bunch of guys.
Okay.
They warranty their work. They stand behind every product they put out. But I could go ahead and pop the hood for you.
Okay, I appreciate you taking the time to do this quick interview with me.
No problem.